Hey everyone, it is Thursday the 7th, I guess, of January, and I know I look like crap. Sorry. I'm home with the flu. Ugh. I got up this morning and I did not feel well and tried to drink some peppermint tea, took a piece of some Pepto-Bismol, got ready for work, tried to ignore it, got halfway to work, had to pull over at the side of the road and throw up in front of God and everybody. So anyway, I did a UE, came home, went back to bed, slept till about 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm about ready to go back to bed, except for my daughter's at night school tonight, so I gotta go pick her up. So I thought I would take advantage of this time because I'm still working 3 jobs, basically 7 days a week, and time is not something I have a lot of right now, and I've been wanting to do my New Year's video. A lot of people have been doing videos on New Year's and New Year's goals, and that's actually been on my mind a lot. So I thought I would take advantage of this time, and even though I look terrible, I have like 4 sweatshirts on, you know, whatever. You're just gonna have to love me looking like I got the flu, okay? Okay. Wait, I did weigh myself this morning and I'm down to 211, so I'm only 11 pounds away from 200. Cannot wait to get to Wonderland, cannot wait to get to under 200 pounds, and it's coming, slowly but surely. My size 16 pants are actually starting to get a little loose. You know, it varies from, you know, manufacturer to manufacturer. Some 16s fit perfectly and some 16s are getting loose. So I'm a 14, 16, and I'm a large or an extra large in tops. So that's where my weight is, and my food is fine. You know, I'm still doing, you know, lots of protein and trying to do more fruits and veggies, and I have started eating bread. Now, not white bread. I found this bread at Trader Joe's, which is it's a protein bread, and I wanted to get more fiber in my body, although I do use Benefiber in my protein shakes, but I wanted to get a little more fiber in my body for, you know, those regularity concerns. And I did find this bread I totally don't binge on. Bread is a big binger for me, but I think the thing is the white flour. This bread, I call it my sawdust bread, and it's actually more tasty than sawdust, but I call it sawdust bread because it's very dense and very grainy, and you can like feel the grain and the nuts or whatever that are in there, and it's not binge bread. I mean, like, I don't crave it, and I don't want to eat more than a piece, you know, so I take a piece of that and put on some mayo and a ton of turkey, and I'll have like a half a sandwich for lunch or maybe for dinner, and it works great because I can make one sandwich with a ton of turkey and have 2 meals. And it's low in calories and it's high in fiber, and it is helping with, you know, that area I mentioned earlier that nobody likes to talk about. So I have added this bread to my diet. I don't eat white bread. I don't eat, you know, sourdough. I don't eat rolls at restaurants. I don't eat anything with white flour. This is really good wheat bread, and makes a huge difference. It's amazing how a lot of our addictions are actually physical reactions to poisonous food. Sugar is a drug. It has no nutritional value, and it's easy to get addicted to it. And white flour, you know, your body can't tell the difference between sugar and white flour. It's broken down the same way and converted into sugar. So I don't do anything white, you know, as far as white bread and white flour and crap like that. So 2010 is a big year for me. My daughter is moving away this summer, and I'm going to go crazy. I mean, we're really close, and it's going to be so quiet around here without her, and I dread the moment that I drive her up to Oregon and drive away. So when I get back, I need something that will distract me and that will keep me busy. And I have an opportunity to be completely self-centered and do what I want and not feel guilty. Okay, now I'm hot. See, welcome to Fluville, right? Take off one of my 4 sweatshirts here. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do when I grow up. I'm running out of time, you know, and it's awkward to try and plan your career and your retirement at the same time. God, my hair looks just... Anyway. And I have, you know, a couple choices. And one, I know I can't keep doing what I'm doing, and I can't keep working where I work. I mean, that's just not a 20-year plan for me. I'm good at what I do, and I love what I do, but I'm a little burnout. And I just can't see me doing it for another 20 years. And I could switch to another law firm, but that's just kind of leaping from one fire into another fire. So I can either take myself off the deferment list of law school. I always wanted to be a lawyer for years, since my early 20s, since I first started working in law. I love law. And I know people hate lawyers, but actually, you know, what people hate more than lawyers is confrontation. People don't like fighting, and they don't like confrontation. Most people find it really uncomfortable. So when they have a situation with their boss or their landlord or their soon-to-be ex-partner in life or a neighbor, you know, things happen, and people don't like confrontation, so they hire a lawyer. And I love helping people. I really see it as a helping profession. And my dream has always been, or had always been, to go to law school and open a law firm that offered legal services on a sliding scale, because most lawyers charge way too much. I'm sorry. I've worked for hundreds of them. I would probably only hire maybe 5 of them. And I can't afford to pay $2 or $3 or $4 or $500 an hour for anybody to help me. I'm just an average Joe, and I think there's a lot of average Joes that feel the same way. And so that had been my dream for years and years and years. But now I can go to law school. I got accepted. But I'm wondering, do I want to do that for the next 20 years? It's also a very high-stress kind of burnout job. Or I can start my own business, and I actually have an idea for a business where I think there's a market, and I've been putting a prospectus together and working with the SBA, and they love my idea, and there doesn't seem to be any competition in the area, but it's a high-risk, high-overhead, kind of expensive startup business to get into, and kind of an all-or-nothing risk. But it would be fun. I've been running other people's businesses for 25 years, and it would be really nice to quit letting other people gain from my skills and me gain from my skills. So 2010 for me is a huge year of transition. I'm 60 pounds away from goal weight. I'm physically stronger and more able than I have been in a long time. And that opens up possibilities. You know, I can be on my feet and be more physical than I could. So, you know, and it's just really hard. I feel like I should have figured this out when I was 20, and I thought I had, you know, because my goal was law school, law school, law school. And but now that it's in my face, I'm not as confident as I was. You know, I'm thinking, well, maybe I want to do something different for the last 15, 20 years of my career. So, oh man, I babbled 10 minutes away already. Sorry. So, 2010, my goals. Get to goal weight, get as healthy as possible, get as strong as possible. Obviously, that's number 1. And number 2, I got to figure out what I'm going to do when I grow up. Am I going to head to law school this fall, or am I going to start my own business? And number 3, get my daughter finally ready. All the final things that she needs to go out in the world and be on her own and break her mommy's heart. I don't worry about my daughter. I worry about all the other freakazoids in the world and me not being there to watch over her. Not that I can watch over her that much now. She's, you know, 20 years old and she's pretty independent. But I'm at least around, you know. If you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, I better shut up or this is going to be too long. So just a quick check-in. Hope you all are well. Don't get the flu bug. It sucks. Bye. Till later.